I do this for my culture, to let them know what a nigga look like when a nigga in a roaster.
Good morning, everybody. It's the For the Culture podcast, and we're with the multi-talented Starr Dawkinz.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Starr.
So as far as like before, when I wanted to prepare for you, I seen your YouTube page. You do a lot of stuff like content for YouTube. I seen skits. I seen comedy. You have a product.
Yes.
Music videos, music. So
Wait, music?
Well, we heard you singing a little bit.
Oh.
We heard you sing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I could tell you a lot, like you with God, like you go to church
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I could
Church, school.
Not anymore, though.
She's smart. She graduated from college. What college?
The Florida State University. Go
Oh my
Noles.
God. Okay, there you go. So,
That's my favorite.
epitome of
Shut up. We slipping right
I
now.
know,
but
but
we're going to pick
it's
it
gonna
back,
come
though.
back.
epitome of black excellence. So go ahead and talk to the audience and let them know who Starr Dawkinz is.
It's me. Duh. No, I'm kidding. Well, you said a lot. I don't feel like you missed anything. I sell vagina soap. I used to do a lot of acting and comedy skits and YouTube web series. Shout out to Trabas. Shout out to 2K Life. Right now I've slowed down because business has picked up. I sing for fun. I wouldn't say I'm a singer or nothing, but yeah, that's just me.
So take us to the beginning, because I watched a little bit of your stuff on YouTube. So you were in college.
Which one of the stuff now? Because I have a lot of content.
Yeah.
So just like
So the vlogs or the
starting content in general. So like, what lane did you want to go into? And your company right now, is that what you were pursuing from the beginning?
Before we even do that, what was your major in college?
Who knows? I just wanted to leave.
Oh, so you never finished? Or?
Oh, I did. Okay, so what happened with college? Growing up, I was into theater, music, church choir, dancing, did all of that. So I felt like when I graduated high school, I'm going to LA. I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
My mom is Jamaican. It not work. No, go to school. La, 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 la. So because I did have the GPA and everything, I qualified for big schools, but I didn't know anything about it. So when I ended up getting accepted to Florida State, I didn't really want to go, but everybody's like, this is like a big school. Go. Cool. I go. Everyone hates me.
Why?
I know.
You have such a good personality.
I think that's why they hate me.
They're haters. Haters gonna hate.
I really do. I think it's because I'm just extremely outspoken. I talk about things everyone is scared to talk about.
Yeah.
And I just don't care, as everyone could see. So, in the beginning, I hated college, but I ended up having my best friend, making a best friend. And as time progressed, both of us realized we have one thing in common. We like to get money. She started selling hair. Then I started selling dresses. Then we started making crab plates. Like she would make the crabs and I would blend like liquor juice and we'll sell them out our apartment. And then as time progressed and was stressed out with school, we realized, wow, we don't really want to work for nobody. We don't want to send in resumes. I switched my major 4 times. I was going to be like a teacher for blind people. I was going to do communications. It was so overwhelming that I just went to my advisor and I said, hey, listen, it's time for me to go. Tally up my classes and see whichever major you could stick me in to finish by this year because I'm not doing another one. And that's what they did. I think it's maybe social sciences. I don't know what the degree is. I just wanted to get out. And when me and my best friend got out, oh my God, it was such a struggle. Both of us was living down here. My mom, her house was in the process of being foreclosed. And her house wasn't in good condition in terms of like, we didn't have no AC. There's, it's Florida roaches. It was just so much going on. And me and Dynasty, that's my best friend's name, was determined that we're not getting a job. We are going to do this. We're going to stick this through. And it was rough, but we did it. She's a business coach now. I sell vagina soap. And that's just kind of how the stuff happened.
So when people ask you about your job, like your career, like, is it awkward for you?
I love saying I sell vagina soap.
Really? Okay, so when you ask when you want to like describe to someone like what you do, how would you go about putting it besides vagina soap?
Okay, so let's say it was like I needed to do like an elevator pitch, and let's say it was to Oprah, right? I'm in the elevator with Oprah. Hey, Oprah.
Hey.
You know, I just have a question because you're so influential. What type of products are you using, you know, on your cookie? Because I have an all natural feminine wash, and I know how you feel about black women empowering each other, and I know this business is definitely one you would want to you know, get into, but I want you to try my product. Here it is.
Oh wow, just like that.
Just like that.
Oh,
Quick to the point.
Straight up. Do you guys know Spice?
Spice.
Dancehall queen?
Yeah.
Oh
Spice?
yeah.
Last night I was she had a performance here, and I waited backstage. Like, I skipped the whole entire party just to wait backstage, and I still didn't get to go up to her, but I followed them to the car and I did the same thing. I was like, hi Spice, I have a feminine wash. I'm not saying your, you know, cookies stink, but you know, I gotta tell everybody we gotta do all natural instead of chemicals. Here you go, please try it. Can you take a picture with it? Thank you.
and what
See, I like your grind. I like your hustle.
She took a picture with
You gotta do with it.
She
yeah.
just said, okay. But it wasn't in like a rude
Girl,
way.
hustling.
She was like, okay, like, I see you, girl. Like, and she took a picture with it. But, oh, I'm sorry. My flash wasn't on. The picture is horrible. But I don't care. I don't care. That's still the queen of dance hall now.
Yeah.
And, you know, I felt like after I walked off, I was like to my boyfriend, I was like, listen, say this with me. Everybody on every TV show, every celebrity is going to be asking you for cookie wash. They're going to be in your DMs. And he was like, okay, and repeated it after me. I'm big on manifesting, putting it in the atmosphere.
like what you put out.
Exactly. So even before this, I remember was it last year? Some time ago when I seen Spice, I was like, she's going to get a cookie wash. And
Yeah.
I
Just believe.
I have to make it happen.
Yeah.
Because if, just like I'm sure you guys know, when you're thinking of starting a podcast, it's like, okay, we can think about it all day long, but when are we gonna make it happen?
Yeah.
So instead of talking about it, you're just like,
Do it. Just like Nike, man.
Just do it.
Things.
So like for you, I know on your social media and YouTube, you're all about like putting everything out there, not holding much information about yourself, not in the public light. Well, like I was on there, you was talking about how your boyfriend situations or stuff you've had done to your body and all that stuff. Does that bother you, or is that something you enjoy, like letting people know?
As I grow, as my following grows, I realize that putting a lot of my information out there, people are just weird. I don't even know how to really properly explain it. It's kind of like a thing of, I love being open and honest about my experiences because I feel like other people may have issues with them too. The video you're talking about, like when I was like, oh, am I the side chick, whatever, that video, that's when I was just broke and I needed some content to put on YouTube, and I felt like that would get views. So that's that. But even with surgery or any other, my vlogging when I was in California trying to pursue the stardom dream, and you see me on the side of the road with my suitcase, that's just because, I'm so sorry guys, that's just because I wanted everyone to see the growth, because I'm confident that I'm gonna be up here, so I wanted you to see that. But to answer your question now, I don't give them a lot of info anymore, because people like to twist stuff, people like to, I don't know, it's hard to accept. Okay, think of this. This is a perfect example. Remember Cardi B? She used to be on Instagram telling us everything, doing everything with us. And now as she's grown as a celebrity, it's like you could see where she's taken a step back in a lot of things.
Yeah, especially now that she have a kid too.
Exactly. And it's not because we feel bad about the things we're saying. It's because of people, their reaction, things people tell you, like, you know, you're gonna miss opportunities because of this, that, and the third. Or even in my case, I can't be on vacation without people DMing me. It's crazy how you on vacation, but my order ain't shipped.
Oh, yeah.
Ma'am, it says 7 to 10 business days.
Yeah.
It's only been 2. I just checked your order. And the fact that I have to stop my vacation to check your order to make sure my team is not messing up is crazy to me. So it becomes difficult. And even like, you know, if let's say I buy a house, I don't want to show Instagram that I buy a house necessarily, because they'll find something to say about it. Oh, what type of community is that? Or, oh, she got money now. She thinks she better than us. What did you want me to do? Stay broke?
Yeah, I was just about to say that too, because for our generation now, with all the media and stuff, you give them an inch, they take it to a mile.
Exactly, you get it.
And most of your marketing is online, so like for you, I think you're more subjected to what you're putting on there and making it more like about the business.
Exactly.
Instead of like, you don't need content anymore because your business is your content. So like you do commercials and all that stuff, and you just stick to that.
So, okay, for me, it happened this way. It wasn't planned this way because before my wash, I was really trying to pursue my acting career. But when you don't have the money, it's extremely discouraging. It's extremely hard. So what I thought was going to happen was I could start selling wash, getting some money on the side, and still do acting. But the way my business took off within the first year, there's really no room for acting. So when you see me doing little commercials and stuff like that, it's probably for people who I know personally or are personal to me, that I'm like, all right, I'll do it for you. Because your expectation is not so much. It's just like, Starr, just do something.
Yeah. So how do you go about getting your product into like the big box markets and stuff like that?
It's in stores already, but I seen you say something about you're taking them out or something like that.
Oh yeah, you had like a little issue where people were like not promoting the product.
Sip on some tea, guys.
Let me sip this real quick. So, I don't give nobody free publicity, so I will not say your name. If you watching, which you probably are. Anyway, basically, I put my products in a beauty supply store, and at first, you know, I was just excited to be in a store. So I brought it to them and I said, you know, da-da-da. They're like, well, we'll see how it sells, you know, real kind of, you know, we'll try it out, you know, whatever. But because I know I'm hot-ish, I was like, okay. I was like, you know what? Take 5 bottles. You don't even have to pay up front when they sell. I'll just come get it. I went on social media. I said, my wash is at such and such. Y'all go sell it out.
It was sold out.
Not even the next day, the same day, that same evening, the manager called me. I was like, hey, and I said, I told you. When do you want more? Like, and he was like, oh my, I didn't know that it was done. And I'm like, I told you though. So super excited to have it in the store, because being that it's a beauty supply store, if you come in here for wash and you see an eyelash, you're like, dang, I did need an eyelash, or I did need an eyebrow pencil, or oh, they got this type of hair, let me get that. So it's a way to get his sales up as well. Really super nice at first. Put my wash at the register so that, you know, when people are checking out, they can see it. Great relationship going on. So now I went out of stock for a while, because keeping stores stocked, my website stocked, it was so much. I went out of stock for a while, and when I restocked, I had a talk with my boyfriend and business partner, and we said, yo, you're selling your wash wholesale to these beauty supply stores, right? And promoting for them. So your online customers are not purchasing from you online. They're going to these stores because you're promoting that they're available locally. So you're taking an L. They're not buying 200 bottles at one time. You know, so I'm really losing, because I'm sending my profit to you guys. You're not building your own clientele, or, you know, you're not selling it to your customers. So I said, all right, I'm not going to wholesale anymore. What I'm going to do is, you can purchase it for $12 like everybody else does online, and mark it up because of shipping. Shipping charges can go up to like $7. So you have a $7 profit margin. That's still okay. Yeah. I don't have to take a loss. I can still promote for you because I'm still getting my full $12. Cool. One beauty supply store pulled out that I was at and said, nah, he didn't want to do it. Another one said, okay, cool, and bought like a lot to show me, you know, we could do wholesale in the future because I will buy a lot. And I said, okay, and I will promote for you. Then the beauty supply store that tried me, you know, they argued me down, and I stood my ground because I know my worth. Know your worth, everyone. And they accepted it. Happy against have it in store because the ladies want it. They come here looking for it. Ooh. So now it's being sold at $12. Cool. 1 week I left to Jamaica because I had the pop-up shop. They ran out of stock. I could not supply them. I could not answer the phone. Obviously, I'm in Jamaica. I'm not taking those. No. So when I get back, I bring my stock and I have a standing display now. I see a wash on the countertop and I'm like, oh, what type of wash is this? It ain't mine. But the name is another dessert name. So if I'm Cookie, it's another type of name. Yeah, it's cake or yogurt or whatever, wash. So I'm like, that's cute. Then the image of the bottle, it's a girl on it, like a cartoonized girl. My bottle is a cartoon version of myself holding a cookie tray.
Okay.
That's cute.
Oh.
So I actually went on Instagram and typed in the wash's name to see if I, you know, nothing came up. All right, so I said to the store, oh, so this is supposed to be my competition? So she's like, yeah, girl, I don't know. The manager that I usually deal with wasn't there. And she's like, yeah, girl, I don't know, whatever. But I could tell she was acting standoffish. So whatever, stopped the store, went about my business. Next day, get a DM, hey, Starr, just want to let you know that I feel uncomfortable at that store because when I picked up your wash and brought it to the register, they had the nerve to say, try this wash. It's just like that wash, but better because it has vitamin E in it. Okay. I let it slide. I get 2 more DMs with the same thing. And one girl's like, and I had to tell them, no, I want the wash I brought to the register. So I'm like, if this keeps happening, I don't like this. I'm pulling my wash. So I went there, pulled my wash. They acted like they did not know what I was talking about, blah, blah, blah. But God works so good, or maybe it's just Instagram is so messy. The wash came up in my Explore, the other wash. Oh. I clicked the page. Do you know that that wash does not have a website? And the only place that it's sold is at that beauty supply store. So what does that mean? It's an inside job. One of you see that my wash sells like Krispy Kreme donuts.
So they're trying to copy.
And you just want to do the same thing, except you want to convert my customers into your customers. Then you're either eventually going to say, oh, Starr, you know, your wash is moving so slow. You know, we're probably not going to be able to sell you now. But that's because you took all my customers. But they don't know what I did to start my company. So they don't realize that my customer base, my fan base is built on a type of loyalty from people seeing my grind. They don't know that if you tell a person that walks in there, don't buy cookie wash, they're going to DM me. They feel like everybody on social media, like when I meet people, they feel like we're friends and family. So to me, it's funny that you want to take what I have, but you don't want to put the work in that I did. Mm-hmm. I don't mind being on a shelf next to 10 feminine washes. That's fine. But what you're not going to do is be like, don't buy that, buy this one, because this is the store's wash, because the store created it. And I feel like if I was in, let's say, Publix, the cashier at Publix don't care what you buy. They're not going to say, don't buy this brand, don't buy Pillsbury biscuits, buy Publix brand biscuits. They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. But
beauty supply stores are at the bottom of the brick and mortar chain, so they still, you know, it's a small business, essentially. A bigger business, but it's still a small business. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was just a lot. That was a long story. I'm sorry.
No, that's crazy that people do that.
So what did you end up doing? Just took it out and...
I took it out. Right now, my goals are supermarkets and pharmacies only. Exclusively there.
Like which ones?
Right now I'm in Broward Meat and Fish. Whoop whoop.
That's a popping spot.
It is popping for Caribbean people. They were worried that because the demographics that shop there, I guess, is not assumed to be wealthy. Mm-hmm. So a wash, because they sell it there for like $20, they feel like a wash at that price may not sell, but I beg to differ. and it does sell. So we're going good so far. I will get into Whole Foods, and any other like supermarket that I see fit. Like I need to have that feeling about it. But a place like Whole Foods is important to me because people that shop at Whole Foods, they be looking like, I don't have to promote Whole Foods necessarily. People that go in there, when they go through an aisle, they read ingredients, they read stuff. Because they're like health conscious. So that's definitely important for me to get in a place like that. There's a supermarket called Lucky's now.
Oh, I love Lucky's.
I'm gonna reach out to Lucky's. In Jamaica, there's a pharmacy that I want to get into in Jamaica. So I'm not keeping my fingers crossed. I know these things are gonna happen. It's just time, whenever God is ready to let it happen.
Alright, I wanted to ask you, what are your secrets to a juicy, fresh, sweet cookie?
For real, what do you put in there? Is it magic?
No, like what to do? Like, what do you advise women to do?
And does it smell like
I
water?
seen that you
gotta smell like water.
Yeah, and I seen you talking about apple cider vinegar, slippery pill, and
wow, you guys do your research.
So,
wow.
How do you use those? Like, how do you like?
So the slippery pills. Who knew there's a tree called slippery elm bark, and it's the tree of the flow. Like I didn't know that. So I get mine on www.powerful.com. POWAFUL. It's on Instagram. Powerful Products. They also have like male enhancement pills. Natural ones though. And y'all know I'm all about the natural stuff.
We can connect you with natural. We had a guest here. She's all about natural, organic stuff too.
Great. I love that. So I use their slippery pills. You take it twice a day, like a daily supplement, and it just I don't know why it do that. It's just I don't know. It just works. Okra, eating okra a lot. Okra helps the slippery slidiness of it as well. So apple cider vinegar is gonna help to keep your pH on balance. You know, bring back the acidity of it. What else? Kegel balls. Kegel balls is something you put inside your vagina like a tampon, and you squeeze like you're holding pee. Y'all don't know about this, but
I kind of have an understanding.
Okay, and this is gonna help you, ladies, so that when you're in the zone with your guy, you can squeeze and hold it. When it's, you know, if he's trying to pull out, but you're trying to make him your baby daddy, just squeeze and hold it. That's all. And of course, cookie wash. You definitely want to get an all natural product. Even if you don't use my wash, I want ladies to be all natural in the area instead of using chemical soaps with harsh detergents. That's gonna throw your pH off.
So what else, like the ones that have like detergents and chemicals in it, what else does it do besides throw your pH off?
Okay, so for me, I just feel like our skin, our sensitive areas, anything that you're gonna put a chemical or detergent on there, in the long term, it's going to have negative effects. So when your pH is thrown off, you end up getting yeast infections. You end up getting bacterial vaginosis. Bacterial vaginosis causes a woman to smell fishy. These are major issues. You don't want to keep having to deal with that.
I used to always wonder why her shit smell like you go in the club, bro, you smell it sometimes.
You know, and you know what? For men, I don't want y'all to shame women about it. I want you to understand that you don't have to be dirty to get it. It can come from washing your vagina too much. Like
or with the wrong soap.
Right, exactly. Our vaginas are so sensitive. We can literally get BV from just having sex. Anything. So I try to tell men, you know, when you hear me talking about these things casually, it's because if your girl or whoever you're feeling is smelling away, but you really enjoy the pooms, babe, you know, Starr sells this stuff.
You should try it out.
I get it for Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know too much about it, but I want you to go on this website, or you go on the website yourself and say you got her a gift, you love your sex life, but the odor is throwing things off, and you know you just want her to be back right and good. It's nothing wrong with saying it.
Yeah. You gotta be honest.
You do. Y'all ever told a girl it's not smelling right?
Nah, sometimes if it don't smell right, I don't know. I'm like, it's just turn off. So it's like, I feel like that's a thing the female's supposed to just like handle. But
Right.
unless you my female, then it becomes a situation we work on together. But if you're not, that's
But
something you gotta figure out.
do you want to know something surprising? A girl that smells like fish may not know it.
Oh, to them it's normal.
Because
True.
imagine when you go in a house that smells like fried fish. When you first come in, the scent hits you and kills you. But if you're in the house for 20 minutes,
Yeah, you're used to
It's like weed.
right, y'all don't be smelling the weed on
If
y'all
you're so
self.
used to it, it's normal. But if somebody else don't smoke, you just walk in like.
I was like,
"Whoa."
why your car smell like this? And it's
Yeah.
like what?
But isn't that something females talk about amongst themselves? Is that like a thing? Nah,
No.
So
probably
friends,
not.
y'all friends don't tell y'all nothing or nothing like.
No, because how do we know how our friends' vaginas smell? We're
No,
not-
it's like, I mean, I don't know.
And you know what? What I'm realizing a lot of people commend me on is opening the community for open talk on issues. So, I never knew any of my friends had these issues. And I never had these issues until like, let me see, last year was the first time I got like BV. I was shaking up. Like I was like, oh my God, I don't know what this is. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And when I went to the doctor, they explained like, girl, you can get it from breathing.
Whoa.
Yeah, breathe the wrong way, pH off. It made me want to delve deeper because they gave me antibiotics and the antibiotics cured the BV, but it gave me a yeast infection. And I said, you know what? I know these chemicals ain't gonna help me no way. Let me do my own research and find this out. So I'm already selling cookie wash. So I said, you know, maybe I'm not the only girl going through this. I'm gonna talk about it. I don't care what y'all gonna say. My coochie stinks, so I got a man. Be nice. I'll take yours too. Don't. It's stink cookie. But when I started talking about it, surprisingly,
Everybody
my
else.
sales for the cookie restoration capsules are almost as high as my cookie wash sales, which shows me that it is something women struggle with. It's crazy.
Yeast infection is very common too.
Super
Nothing to really
common.
be ashamed of, really.
Super, super common.
And all they tell you to do is like drink water and like what type of juice?
Cranberry.
Cranberry juice. Yeah.
Cranberry juice is for urinary tract infection. Tract infection is more like when your pee, it burns to come out.
Okay.
What about your pop-up shops?
You know what I want to do? I want to do a cookie wash tour. So I want to,
Yeah, it's a good idea.
yeah,
Nobody doing that
go
too.
all over the states and do pop-up shops eventually because people are always on me. Starr, we need a store here. We need a store there. I'm like, what can I do? I'm only one girl.
Would you ever build like a team of people to help you with pop-up shops?
I do want a
Don't have
team.
to. Yeah, it's
I
good.
am hiring right now, but I can't put that on social media because then I'm gonna get people who are like into me. It's like, oh, Starr, no. I want somebody that's gonna know I'm your boss. We have a respectful work relationship. I don't want friends or family because, you know, they don't take it as serious.
Yeah.
And it's just a catastrophe. I started off working with my mom and it was so much struggles because I'd be like, Mom, this is not a lemonade stand. Like, you need to, you know, be more reliable. And she's just like, no, I'm not trying to say I don't take your company serious. But at the end of the day, I'm her daughter. She's not going to take it as serious as somebody off the street who sees this as their... And now selling vagina soap is becoming a wave. I don't know if you see on Instagram, like I see so many different washes coming out. And I'm like, this is crazy because when I started this, everyone thought I was crazy. I actually started because I know another woman that sells all natural wash, and I used hers and I loved it. And I was trying to wholesale and sell because, as I said, my focus wasn't starting a business, it was just getting money from acting. And I called her, text her, and she just never responded. So I said, damn, I'm just have to start my own company and sell wash, you know, and Kegel balls or vagina stuff.
God works in mysterious ways.
Right. And then my family's looking at me like,
She's tripping.
so you graduated college, you're not getting a job, you run off to LA. At one point, I was selling coconut water on the side of the road.
Oh yeah, I think you told me. I seen the video when you was like selling or giving back plastic to get money or something in LA.
Oh no, you know, in LA, you could collect like cans and stuff to get like scents and stuff.
Oh, they give you money for
They
that?
have something like a program like that here. It's like recycling.
Yeah, but it's not that much money. But the coconut water thing was even before I moved to LA. I was just on it. I'm like, listen, all right, I'm gonna sell some coconut water. It's hot. I got on the side of the road with a sign. I put my headphones in, put on Pandora. And I don't have no pride when it comes to me getting my money.
I don't either.
That's
I don't
good.
blame you.
I
I
don't
gotta get it
care.
somehow, somewhere.
So how was the LA experience? How long were you there?
Like 2 months.
How was it? How was LA? Like,
I hate LA.
Yeah.
Maybe I hated it because I was poor.
Mhm.
But I feel like it's dirty.
Which part of LA?
LA, Los Angeles,
Yeah.
downtown LA. Y'all ever
It's
been?
not. Yeah, it's not all it seems to be.
Yeah,
unless you got like the resources,
The bread to
The
be
bread,
in Beverly
like,
Hills,
then
and
it's not.
I don't like it. Hollywood is cool, it's nice, but even Hollywood, like on the strip where the stars are, y'all see them photos and think it's popping. It's a homeless guy singing with his guitar, and he might not even be singing sense, but it's really not just glitz and glam that it's perceived to be. There, oh my God, there's a street, I think it's called Skid Row. It's like blocks and blocks of tents. People living in tents because they're homeless.
yeah, I heard about that. It's like
Yeah.
They don't promote that though.
And that's in Los Angeles, downtown Los Angeles. So you think you're coming to, and it's not that way. It's that way like if you live in Calabasas or, you know, whatever. But I don't, LA is not my vibe. It's mostly Chinese and Mexican people. I couldn't find a Jamaican spot. When I did find a Jamaican spot, they sold patties for $3.
Man, I know the price over there is crazy.
What?
Listen, I would be on Craigslist looking for a place to live. To sleep on somebody's couch is $500 a month.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How the sugar daddies over there? See you
I
talking about that too.
I don't know. I didn't have a sugar daddy. I wish I did. I might have been there longer. What ended up happening was a guy from college. He was there, living there, and we didn't really talk that much, but I was just confused on where to stay one day because the Airbnb that I had booked, I didn't check in early enough, so they booked it to another person, and I didn't know where to go. And I was like, oh snap, so-and-so lives here. So I called him, like, hi, I'm in LA, I don't have anywhere to go. Can I come over for a night, please? Sleep on the couch. So then after the next day, he's like, listen, you're gonna stay here, you're gonna stay on this couch till you figure it out. I started trying to get a job. I couldn't. I was trying to get a waitress job so bad. I went to an interview.
It was hard to get with? Really?
I think that was God. I don't think it's hard because I have mad experience. Like work experience, I've been working since I was like 14 years old. So work experience, I have it. I think God just knew that I did not need to be there. I did not need to go get a job in LA, start doing acting. I needed to be more innovative and create Cookie Wash.
Yeah.
Maybe. Because Hooters wouldn't hire me. A regular restaurant wouldn't hire me. A nail salon ended up hiring me as secretary. And do you want to know they didn't end up paying me after 2 weeks?
Whoa.
They didn't have payroll, or they just didn't want to pay you?
No, they said they would transfer it to my Bank of America account, and they said things are slow right now, so I could take the next week off, right?
What are you supposed to do with a week?
I could take the next week off, and yeah, they'll send the money.
Did they?
No.
I think you could sue for that.
I mean, but she was just like over it.
It was like,
At that point,
you're like the same.
And it was in Beverly Hills. The nail salon was in, and I was just like, wow, this is crazy. Like I would have to Uber there, all the way from wherever I was. It was far, and on my lunch break or after work, I would walk around, and I would just look at stores. I would walk into the Chanel store and just manifest. I'd be like, I can afford this. Oh wow, brooch, 10,000. I can afford that. Great. I'd walk into Giuseppe and be like, these shoes. Look at them on your feet, girl. They're gonna be so nice on your feet, girl. like just encouraging myself in my brain.
You gotta speak it into existence.
Exactly. And I could tell the store owners, they were just kind of looking like, you don't belong here. But then they weren't rude about it because, you know, you never know who's a rapper's girlfriend or an athlete's girlfriend. So you're not rude about it. But my time in LA was
horrible.
It was the worst, to say the least.
So coming home was like, woo! I know. You were disappointed?
I was sad that I couldn't stick it out because, as you guys know, on YouTube, I started vlogging the experience, and I'm like, yeah, I am going to make it out here. And while I was out there, I did a lot. I ended up being on the Amber Rose show.
Seen the game.
Right. What else did I do? I ended up.
So you had gigs.
Right. So there's websites in LA where they'll pay you $10 an hour to sit in the audience, and I would do that, and I would network. I end up finding like a not a talent agency, an acting coach, and he would put on showcases. I was a part of a showcase, but LA is a tough place because that same acting coach, he told us that this showcase, we're gonna have different talent agencies and filmmakers and da 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 in the audience. Bring your best, da 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 da. After, when we're trying to network and talk to people, exchanging Facebooks and Instagram, I realized the same people that he was telling us to go network with were not filmmakers or were not, talent agencies. They were nothing. They were not.
He got paid to be a coach, so he got you guys to sign up.
And other than being the coach, the showcase, you had to pay to get in.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
So I was like, interesting. I peep what's going on here. I ain't say nothing.
It sounds like a pyramid scheme to me.
Yeah. LA, it's so much people saying they have this connection, that connection, and really have nothing. Or so much people saying, oh, meet me here, we can do this, da da da. No. It's very difficult to sift through the cracks of what's acceptable with.
So, how did you end up in the Rick Ross music video?
Oh, that was before LA.
You went to ATL, right?
Right. So, I knew that I was gonna leave to LA. I was eating, and I told my grandma I'll be right back. And I just end up going to Tallahassee to meet with one of my close friends. And Tasha was like, just come to ATL with us and then book your flight to LA after, girl. Just one more weekend, whatever. All right, I'll go. We was in Atlanta, and then I seen Rick Ross posting about the MMG. I think it was just dope. And once I am on like a bigger platform, I'm gonna tell Rick Ross he need to fix his security for these pool parties because we could have been anybody and rolled up in there. Yeah. But his mansion was beautiful.
Yeah, I think I seen that on Snapchat. He had like the Wingstop. Or was it Checkers?
He had Checkers. He had Checkers at the pool party. Checkers was the one catering the pool party. Champagne, free champagne. Oh, listen, I go to another one. Like it was a great vibe. And the celebrities were not acting bougie or nothing. They were literally trying to have fun. Everybody doing backflips off the diving board. It was really a good time.
Wow. So where to now?
Yeah, what's it next?
Like, what's next?
After Cookie?
Do you have any pop-ups coming up?
I just completed one in Jamaica. I don't have anything coming up now. I did just launch my subscription box. So instead of ladies who are very loyal to my product, sometimes they have to remember to order before their wash runs out. But you could subscribe to get, let's say, wash every 3 months. So if your wash usually runs out in 3 months, by the time the 3rd month comes, you don't have to worry about making an order. It's automatic.
Like a recurring order.
Reoccurring orders, exactly.
Is it Amazon?
No, I'm on Amazon also, but it's on my website. You can choose to do a reoccurring order. And the subscription box itself has cookie wash in it, V-Steam herbs, spot treatment for the yeast infection capsules, and some wipes in there. So.
Wow, that's awesome.
I wanted to ask you, what are your thoughts on side chicks?
I don't like them.
Okay.
I mean, you had a story, so like, is
Yeah,
there
so
like
like-
an evolution?
Like,
Like,
do you think different
Well,
about
according
it?
to my story, I wasn't the side chick. Technically. But this is how I feel. I feel like right now we're in a society where everything is okay. And it sucks because while I am all for women empowerment, I feel like, oh, be a slut, great. Be a stripper, great. Be a hoe, great. Be a side chick, great. These are not great things.
Yeah.
But because we want to make everybody feel accepted, make everybody feel like they should be loved, it's like everything is okay. I feel like that there shouldn't be side chicks. I feel like men should be real and say, listen, ooh, I can't only sleep with you. I like sleeping with other women. And if most men were honest about that, do you know that women would have no choice? Because, all right, if it's only 5% of men that do that, right? You have a whole 95 to say, okay, I'll just go deal with them. But if all men were real, because I honestly think that the way you guys were made and made up, you're naturally made up to be interested in multiple women. Whereas women, I feel like we're naturally made up to fall like in love with one guy. Most girls don't want their, cookie all over.
the place.
You don't. Like, even if you're attracted to other guys, you really just want to be with your one guy and just do your thing. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
But men, on the other hand, you do want a good woman, but you do enjoy other sex partners. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Because I think I have to be real with myself and say, if this is something that a person likes, let's not generalize men. If this is something that a person likes, this is a part of their characteristics, it's not harming me, it's not harming the other woman, why am I so mad about it? I'm more mad about the dishonesty with cheating. I'm not mad that you're having sex with somebody else. Wear a condom. Actually, me and her can be cool. Because this is my thing. You're not going to be sleeping with my dude, going out, getting all these perks. You need to come cook sometimes. You need to come do some laundry.
Yeah.
I am not the stay at home and you the fun girl. No. It's not going to work like that. So if he likes you that much, or in some cases you don't even like the girl that much, you lust and just wanted to see what the cookie like, whatever. Cool. Be honest with your partner about it. I just feel like honesty is the best policy. So as a side chick, I wouldn't stand for it. I'd be like, well, listen, you gotta let your girl know that we all in this together.
And
or
if the guy do let her know, how do you feel about that?
the girl know?
Yeah.
My boyfriend lets me know stuff like that. I don't care. I'm happy. I'll tell him like, okay, well, if he says, okay, damn, this girl is whatever, I'm thinking about, effing it. I'm like, let me see. Oh, she cute. Okay, cool. I one thing I hate is feeling embarrassed. Can no girl come up to me and say, da-da-da-da-da. I know, sis.
Yeah.
Do you want a cookie? Like, I got some cookie watch. What do you want from me? I already know. Yeah, well, your man be texting me. I know. Who he supposed to text all day? Me?
Yeah.
I don't got time for that.
It's just when you don't know and it's behind closed doors, and then you're like, damn, like.
And then you know what's worse? When women don't know, we make up stuff. So in our head, it's like,
It's
wow.
like, you definitely hitting that. You definitely hitting
Right,
that.
and we'll think that maybe your connection with that person is the same connection as us, or
And
you're
it's
doing
not,
things
yeah.
for that person that you're not doing for us. But when it's open and everybody knows what's going on, there's no miscommunication. And how I feel is that, I love using this analogy. What if Jay-Z was in a situation where he was also in love with Nicki Minaj? Or Rihanna, right? Wouldn't it make sense, instead of these 2-3 people fighting, us all be real and live good and know what's going on? Jay-Z is all of our men, and create a powerhouse even bigger than J&B.
Everybody move in together.
That would
We had
That would be
somebody
bomb.
come and talk about that. He's like, y'all spending rent on 2 houses, Y'all might as well put the houses together, pay one rent,
build
one
a
car.
bigger house. You know, I think that the issue comes up now when, okay, like something me and my boyfriend discussed, because I used to be like, if you have a girlfriend, another girlfriend, I don't think I would be really offended. I would just want to know that we're all together and we're all building and we're all putting, you know, effort in helping each other accomplish your life goals, all vacationing. But then I thought about this. I don't want kids. What happens when, let's say this girl wants kids? I can't tell her you're not allowed to have kids. And if she does have a kid, I'm not going to be happy about that. Not because she's having a kid with my man, but because there's going to be a kid in the house. That's what I did not want. So it has to be someone where your thoughts, goals, and everything aligns, because it's hard to bring 2 or 3 women together and have everybody kind of
On the same page.
exactly. It's very difficult. So I think even when men want girls to be okay with them having a second girlfriend or whatever, they don't know what they're getting themselves into. The first time my boyfriend put, when we first met, he was talking to a girl before me. Cool. He let me know. Cool. I'm still talking to you. I like you. And he put us both in a group chat. So me and her, we get to know each other. Cool. He was doing some stuff on Instagram that we didn't like, and both of us was cussing him out. He didn't like it.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't deal with this. I don't know if this is for me. Oh, it's not for you all of a sudden?
Yeah.
What you thought? You was only gonna get 2 girls giving you back rubs? No, when you're messing up, you're gonna get 2 girls down your throat.
Double shit.
And that's the thing, is like, it's cool when you say it like that, but like in the real world, you have 2 girls that are, I mean, they're female, so it's like they put it on a dude a certain way, and it's like, it's a lot. So I don't understand how you can have 2 females. You could probably have one, like I said, the fun girl and the girl at home, which is like what I think what guys want. But when you talk about 2 headache, not y'all not headaches, but y'all like, you have 2
emotional people.
She's gonna sip her coffee.
It's 2 emotional people in the household.
Females have to be dealt with. You have to tend to her. So when you have to tend to 2 people, have a career, and then you say you want kids, but have kids, all that stuff, it becomes too much. So I don't know.
And we have to tend to you.
Exactly, which is
So,
cool.
so this is how I feel. I feel like right now in society, women are forced to tend to men more than they're forced to tend to women. I don't know if you guys see it, but it's like a thing where women are poisoned from we're kids to be there for your man, be a cook, be a freak, know how to clean, do all of this.
I was just about to say that.
What do they tell y'all?
No, real men are taught a certain way. Like,
What-
you have to provide, you have to protect.
Exactly,
Yeah,
make
but
money.
That's what she was just saying pretty much.
Provide, protect.
We
be
work,
there
they stay
emotionally.
home and do
Nah.
all
No, but no, this is the messed up part. Y'all are taught to be provider, protector. Okay, first of all, providing, women, we work now too.
Which is
So
true.
we working, cooking, cleaning, doing tricks and
Independent.
backflips.
But girls still love the security of
But
what a
that,
man
but
brings.
what I'm saying to you is, we have to do a lot more than you guys, because even if you are helping around the house with house duties, it's really, society puts that on a woman. Like, me and my boyfriend was somewhere buying food, and a lady said to me, "Oh, you don't cook?"
Wow.
She's probably older.
Yeah.
Exactly. but that is our brainwash. Even girls now, they'll, all right, so if your man leave you, oh yeah, she just wasn't cooking for him right. Or if a guy is cheating on his girlfriend and goes to his girl house for food, she brags to her friends, yeah, his girl can't cook because he stay over here waiting on my food.
It's a
Why?
lot.
So if she can't, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
He can't cook either. Why we not talking about that?
Ah, shit.
You
Nah,
see,
you gotta
you see
push.
what I'm
Sure.
saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure on us, and in all of that, you have to stay beautiful and you have to stay in shape.
What?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you're
Well,
right.
how you want me to do that? You just made my belly like this big twice in 2 years, and then you got kids running around. When do you want me to fit in exercise time?
So you feel like times are changing and we need to evolve.
I feel like times are changing, but changing for women to be more pressure to be on women. And I'm sorry, ladies, but it's y'all fault. This whole feminist movement, we want to work too, we want equality.
Seriously.
I am not equal. I'm not equal to you. You is the nigga, and I am the woman.
But I think when you say equal, it's a difference. So you can have your privilege, we can have our privilege. In the end, it balances out, but who's to say who's better, who's not?
No, women are better.
Which is fine.
No,
I agree.
but it's not in a bad way. It's in a sense of the things that we can tolerate and do, y'all can't do. If a guy gets cheated on, his life is over. You cannot. Women cheat on me 5-6 times. I'm still here. I can still go into another relationship, and I may be a little insecure, but not to the point where men would just shut down.
Yeah,
for years. We take a lot. We carry babies. We bleed for a week with our period. It's so much we gotta do that I feel like women are magical, but where I feel like the ball has been dropped is, like you said, men, provider, protector. Women, take care of your home. And people think it's rude to say, I don't want to be a housewife. What about my dreams? What about my goals? Great, you can have dreams and you can have goals and aspirations. But a big issue with women who are, let's say, businesswomen, you cannot give two things 100%. So if you are traveling all the time for your job, if you're a TV personality, or even if you're a lawyer, you're always in court, you're always filing documents, you might miss your son's soccer game. You might not be able to cook dinner. You're going to have the chef do it or bring home takeout, or you don't fold your kids' clothes or your man's clothes because now you have a nanny because you don't got time for that. You don't clean your house because, like I said, you don't got time for that. And those little things, I see where it means stuff to guys. So it's no big deal that you have your great career, whatever. Men love that too. Mm-hmm. But when you can't say, yeah, my wife just cook me up dinner every night, or laundry smells so good, baby. You just be, I don't know what you be doing in that laundry. Or where's my socks? I don't know, babe. Ask Sarah. She's the one that does that. Well, damn, all you do is work, and as a woman, it's right. As a woman, it's hard to balance the two. So when you're trying to juggle it, one might slip. You might forget something in a case if you're a lawyer because you were helping your son with his science fair project last night, and you overlooked something because you didn't put that extra time in it. It is very difficult. Whereas for a man, I feel like in the old days, if you're putting your all into work and getting us this money, and I'm putting my all into keeping our house good, it's a great balance. Or vice versa. I do have a problem with stay-at-home dads. But
why is that?
No, but in this sense, it's because as a man, you're not built and designed that way. So immediately, ego, a lot of things come into play that's gonna mess up the relationship. Because as a man, you don't wanna you don't want to hear your wife complaining about bills and know you can't do nothing. Or you don't want it, when she says, get out my house, you're going to take that personally because you're not paying the bills. Now, when you are paying the bills and she says, get out my house, you're like, no, this is my house too. Or you actually leave and get out.
That's not an issue because it's your house.
Exactly. But when you know it's really her and you hear, get out my house, you're like, I gotta go get a job because she keep disrespecting me. No, I would have said the same thing regardless. But so I just don't feel like it works. Just like I always say, if a guy cheats on me, if I cheat on a guy and he finds out, I will break up. He doesn't have to break up with me because I know what that's gonna do to the relationship.
So is that why you don't want to have any kids, or do you think you're gonna slow down at some point to have a kid?
I don't want kids because I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like real life permanent responsibility. As you guys can see from my story, I'm all over the place. I was in college 1 second. I was selling coconut water 1 second. I was in LA 1 second. I'm back in Florida 1 second. And having a child.
Maybe when you slow down.
Even when I slow down, I want to slow down like, should I go to Hawaii today or should I go to Tahiti? That's my version of slowing down. Or should I just chill in the house and not do nothing? I don't want to change a diaper. I don't want to wake up 3 a.m. because of another human being. It's very selfish. And I just had to come to terms that that's that's just me though. And luckily, hopefully, I pray me and my boyfriend never break up because he does not mind either. Like, he has a kid now, but his son is older. So it's like, great. I don't got to deal with none of that baby stuff. And then, to me, even after the whole 5-6 years of the baby period, when you get grown in your teenage years, you gonna talk back to me, try to sneak out my house, do all this stuff. Hello, I ripped my vagina to bring you here, and this is what you're gonna do to me. I got fat and stretch marks to bring you here, and this is what you're gonna do to me. Nah, I don't want it.
You just don't want to deal with it, period. Mm-mm. So how you feel like vice versa though? Like when women is always bashing the men about all he does is work and work.
Would you like a workaholic or like somebody that's just like traveling all the time?
No, unless you're working with me and traveling with me.
So you're the type to travel, be on the tour bus and like. Go.
Where else I'm gonna be? I was talking about that last night because I was like, babe, like if you ever would start telling me that I can't come to parties or events with you, I would just Uber there. Come to the table like, hey, you forgot me. You forgot to tell me.
Even a business meeting?
Oh, business? No. I'm talking about, just like stuff that I don't have to stay home for.
Okay.
And even with like certain business meetings, he brings me along because.
Well, you're smart.
Right.
So it works.
We consult each other about things, so I think for my relationship, it's a little different because we work with each other so closely that our business kind of merge. Before he makes a move, he asks what I think about this and vice versa.
That's good.
I love that.
It would have been different though if you had a kid with him.
What you mean?
Like if you had a kid, you couldn't be traveling with him like that.
That's why I don't.
I feel like you live your life, but like enough that you're like, okay, maybe I want.
Well,
you don't think,
She about to catch a heart
what if you
attack.
travel like all these places and you're like,
She's
okay.
like, right now I don't see it.
You don't see it? Like, you don't see like, dang, okay, I've been to all these places. I've accomplished enough that I'm like.
It's not just about me accomplishing things. It's about me genuinely not wanting the responsibility of a whole human that I can't get rid of. If a guy's acting up, you can dip. If you don't like where you live, you can move. If your kid is just, what can you do?
Without being a bad person.
Right. And I don't, it's like, as much as I love commitment, I hate it. I'm not good at, I hate contracts.
So you like to be flexible, like if you want. That's good for business. So like if the market changes, you're able to change with the market. So like if you want to have an idea to do something, you want to be able to do it without having restrictions. Even like a boyfriend, you can just drop him and do whatever you want to do.
She's like, yeah.
So that's like, you have commitment.
I mean, she got an open relationship. That's what it seemed like.
No, my relationship is not open.
It's not
I
open?
don't talk to other guys. He doesn't talk. I feel like so to me, an open relationship is more like you can date whoever, I date whoever, and we're still together.
Okay.
It's either whoever you're talking to, she got to be good with me. I'm not lesbian, so I don't want to,
Threesomes.
be my girlfriend or nothing like that. It's just we all got to be good. We got to be on the same page. Like the analogy I gave with the Beyonce, Rihanna, and Nicki. We're on the same level. We can work. You're not going to bring somebody who still has a McDonald's job and it just looks good and think that we're going to...
So wait, what's your fascination with Nicki Minaj? Like, is that your favorite artist?
That is my favorite artist, and I became fascinated with her because probably like in 2010, I started getting compared to her. I didn't know who she was yet because I didn't listen to rap.
I was gonna say you sound kind of like her.
I didn't. No, I could impersonate her super good, but I didn't know who she was. I didn't listen to rap. I wasn't into that. People always was just like, oh, you like that Nicki Minaj. And I talked a lot different too. I had a little more of like a Nickier voice, right? Mm-hmm. And at first I was getting picked on for it a little bit. Like, guys would praise me for it. Girls would be like, oh, you a fake Nicki. So one day I was just like, let me look her up. Who is this? I looked her up. I was like, this is me. Like, it was like meeting you in another form. But I don't know her on a personal basis, but musically, her character and all of that, that's me. So if on a personal basis she's not like Nicki Minaj on TV, then I'm not similar. But musically, I've always been a character. And it was crazy because I loved doing British accents. And the fact that that's her little thing, it was like, wow, I'm not weird anymore. It's somebody here to speak up for the weird, wild people. Yeah. So, of course, I fell in love. And even the way, like, summertime, my mom used to take me to New York for me to go back to school shopping. So when people are comparing me to her swag, it's because I shop in New York. Y'all Floridians don't. So you're seeing me thinking it's Nicki, but that's how everybody in New York dressing. Yeah. Like Chinese bang and crimpy curly hair. I saw somebody in New York with that style and told my mom I wanted it. I didn't know Nicki was rocking it. Yeah. So I think it just kind of, I don't know. It just came together, and I was just like, I love her forever, and that's it.